what's a maker? Okay, me da se papa pasa awie. What and so me pesa me no di nkoma me say why busy. We are out of country crant you know. Me pesa me say wadaji bebre. But se ya currently update be na betimi dia ma yen wo Israel. Because matie wo interviews ana wo ka say se di akoso wo Israel no. On my ba ko pe e na odinano tuma asam na ebejo UK. Amusu ayi womani se America for che say wo motai Israel for achi yes say womani abrebu amusa wo be kontokwa emu oden wokọ Israel ade akoso nya nika enkwade ewu emma ewu che se nipa ewu ni ajapade esenya asem ketwa currently dia na betimi aka e dia for Palestine ni Israel for ntokwa ne ho.
Well, my main correct with the impression said Israel and then the partners, and for that matter, the US. The impression is said, and you're in Palestine, technically, Israel is on Hamas. But then Israel also recognizes that Hamas is an organization. And I'm finding it very difficult to understand how a country like Israel not also on an organization, a contract. Not the organization on any contract. Israel is one of the countries that were very intelligent when it comes to security intelligence gathering and then intelligence processing. And Israel in baby Hamas for why would the Palestine population would suffer the Israeli air raids, Israeli bombardments? Whatever Hamas had done, it is not the first time Israel for Akochi Hamas leaders ewo omompaso. Before it started with PLO, how many PLO activists since Sarafat Wuyen, PLO activists did not them ewo Israel? The same thing like Hamas. In Kantokwa we know kase wachi wetimakum Hamas for a year head of intelligence and head of security. No, I didn't know Israel go nya and tokwa. It is not the case. Yes, Ubusa current update. Bibi Netanyahu say he wants to do it once and for all and wipe up Palestine. That is what he intends to do now. Said now, no, after he cried, the Israelis will not agree the existence of any country in that region called Palestine. But rather, it was the opposite way around. It was a Palestine line that the British in 1947, 1948, Emma Israel as a state. And the cause of this issue is the British. One recognize it. Emma Israel here at the time. It say Palestine as a country. The problem, and that is where it had been the issue. And it said, in the history of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, only the only prime minister who back to back 3 times. Ben Gurion over 2. Rabin over 2. Golda Meir over 2. Any most of them, by 2, maybe by 1. Ehud Barak, Ehud Emid Lepid, woman in Abba 1. But Netanyahu had used Israel-Palestine fight as his only source of existence. Bearing in mind, say, Oban the second time, no, he was charged with corruption. He nearly went to jail. And then time now the case he was in court, no, he was still a prime minister and what triggered the same thing now. Recently, no, well, lose a key member of the parliament. They were to vote of no confidence on his head. So the only way to do it is what he's doing. The world is aware. The Middle East is aware. The Americans are aware. But then, of course, so will be the likes of Joe Biden, who is, of course, pro-Jew. I don't have a problem with him being a pro-Jew. But who will be Antony Blinken, who traces his race and his descent as a Jewish. These are some of the things. But you remember, say, President Obama, on Ukraine after Clinton, young man of Congress, he gave the powerful speech, whereas he told Bibi Netanyahu, an internal frosty relationship, diplomatically, frosty relations also, or say, The same way, Palestine yakra kusua, opeso sua de not to the nuclear window, my so the and Israel forces on and enjoy. Israel must understand because the 1994 Oslo Accord, a man, Israeli Prime Minister, Rabin, Ishaq Rabin, and now only the only person in the history of Israel. Okay, say yes, Palestine is state. Okay, say Palestine a country. In Tiamfa Omo country, yen recognize whom. I didn't know Ghana war embassy, war Accra, Israel war embassy, war Accra, and Palestine embassy. Sorry, Palestine. I didn't know Palestine war embassies around the world. 186 countries around the world. Almost a lot of also embassies. Now Israel as the only country, or say, Onua ye neighbor no, also on Maakye, money function as a country still on as what people without identity. It is just about that. Hamas a organization. It is Hamas kokanto kwa. Typical scenario say Boko Haram Nigeria. Okokanto kwa Nigeria a Cameroon border. Garowa, Marowa, Ganderi. Emra Cameroon for military chase woman. Cameroon ankase Boko Haram abidin semone ewo Marowa enti okwa akoto bomb ato Lagos okwa akoto bomb akokum nipa ewo ye friend nzem Abuja wankase okọ Port Harcourt akokum nipa, and that is exactly what Israel is doing. Petio
I have to assume it you.
Eninti no se ohwe what is going on and the history of the world that are turning upside down. Na America were world police. Onuna catch Russia. I say, or call Damba a friend is same, or call Crimea, or call Mariupol, or call Saab region. American for say, Omunti bida. Russia declare military operation. American say, Omunti bida. Russia declare military invasion. Also Omunti bida. The NATO so Omunti bida. And then the baby or declare a war. Now, Russia and Ukraine went through phases and some war. Israel and Hamas are called Bibi Ediasuha. And now Akoje Boni Biwa. At what point does Israel declare war on Palestine and still they are saying say it's a war with Hamas? How can a country have a war with an organization and kill innocent people? What as a child I will not damn paso? What about a crowd school? What about Mame and Akokra or Tin Babia or non subscriber on J Hamas in it? Because the Palestine Liberation Organization, voice and how can PLO Nukrana or establish the Palestine state? Yes, Arafat. Hamas for we say no. Omukum PLO members. Enti a group omu say the omu extremists. Extremism ne say so pese so beti asese Israel for if our region ho. Na Arabian Peninsula and the Middle East in Israel free ho. Enti omu kran kasa ne omu authority ne coin. Hamas for no the presidency and the prime minister, the head of government of Palestine. The president is Mahmoud Abbas. Until the Israel for the Palestine president Nemuka said, anything Hamas see biano or on her own because Hamas nankasa Palestine government no problem. Say all tia say anaso gusu peace. Until then now call offer Hamas now kukum innocent children. It's never done.
Okay.
Yeah, Musa said, "Dear friend, Israeli occupation. Israeli occupation. So without them now, dear, but you know, be a basic time or dechi. You so mon common. Israel for push you, Doma could do a Doma do West Bank. Fagaza. Nami Musa said, bombardment in a Kosono. Israel for bombard. I then old Jerusalem. Baby a Jesus tombo. Baby a Jacob ne Maslachi and an mosque. The Al-Aqsa Mosque. Any baby a Jacob ni Enoch ni the be a near my Bible ni na old Jerusalem. A honso can Palestine, how then a hot yomunko bubu. And how the other no munko. Namu Ponsa Ramala, Now, mo say other places. Mon ko the old Jerusalem na mon ko say ho because Arab for net ho. Arab for no mtifie ho no. Omi Arab Jews, am ye nkremofo. Ena mo Israeli, mo Arab Jewish, am so ye nkremofo on my side. Nti enye religious war. Nti enye religious war they are now say o pese o wipe out Palestine there. And wipe old Jerusalem ne ka ho.
Okay.
Because old Jerusalem are in the heart of the Palestine. I didn't know the uncle to because baby see Jesus and Arab for that demo. Suffer Ben was wako pilgrim. Our Israel. What Bible would you need ho? Israel ton Bible. Israel muncha he no so call Israel ton Bible. And he no bit to make Israel on temple Jesus Christ din. And he no bit to Christianity wasem. Young knew as an Nancy Babel and man to Minister of Interior. It declares, wow, Baba Kruma Baba Jesus Biano. They will imprison you. Into what is happening now? Yeah, pastors now, some of them ignorant. Almost we are behind, we are this, we are that. You know, it is not a religious war, a war of recognition of a state because Palestine also share a lot of countries in the world. Your countries are St. Nates and Nevis, on population 3,000. Your Nauru Island, on population 12,000 population, so a country on a flag, a sovereign nation. And then in Palestine, which is Israel. Now, most of the moment you sit. Now, America for shady Amantokwa, Donald Trump by and or catch say Bibi Netanyahu. So you have no basis, still not to recognize. Now Israel Timika so on my Palestine and joining United Nations on recognize UN. And then the buyer African governments, African Union, Yen President Kufuor Kahun, recognize yes Arafat at the time. Emaninya permanent seat. Now yen so Ghana government is so ignorantly. FCA speech and the supporters. It is not a war between Israel and then the Palestine. It is a war that the whole world is talking about peace. It is that when the Ghana government, and I'm referring to the president, so only the chance, now it is not about the solidarity with Israel because Israel protested war Ghana. I'm not to say Ghana a member of the Security Council. Who now the chair of the Security Council 2021, November 5th. Declaration by Harold Ajeman. Harold Ajeman, a Ghana missioner or say Israel, it's time for Israel to allow peace to prevail. And then Israel for ye. Ambassador be protest teacher we say that is Ghana's policy. We want peace. And then the Copa turn around. Ghana now no America move because yes IMF from do sigacho no. It is a balance yes such speeches are share the Ghana stand of the international politics and international peace because 2006, 2007 and Ghana a member of the Security Council for 2 years. Say your term best in 2023 and send you free. So you chair the Security Council. And when Ghana chair the Security Council, Harold Ajeman, the first speech of my and say Israel for Makwana peace, Palestine Honto. And then His Excellency Nanado, just 4 days ago, I said, I'm with Israel, so you are with Israel against the innocent children being killed. Why are you not with Russia? That innocent children also being killed in Ukraine. Every war is declared war. It is not a war that we are talking about the people in the military uniform. The innocent one. Ya titima wondwen ho onka bi nhyiemu nim tuoto one ne yire ne ba one ne kunu ne ma innocent people tom baby no they are the people affected because we twa no when baby odwan ko hye na de onkratu ote ne dem ayato bombato no so no ba che okontokwa ne bi
da bi o.
It is a complete needless exercise. And I said, we are safe. What happened to the Oslo Accord? What happened to the Accord that happened? Then the buy Israel for your friend said, Yishak Rabin. Omukun Yishak Rabin because he was the only Israeli prime minister. Only Perez. The same Bibi Netanyahu who had the election, one on the because you are no buy. Perez, your friends, Rabbi, we are Perez by Anobai. That is his first time of becoming. And when you saw Palestine-Israel war was a permanent. What kind of prime minister is that?
Okay,
Are you intelligent more than the whole world?
Some way into say, wrapping it up, mammy. Who say a yantokwa is it ending soon?
It's not ending today because say Bibi Netanyahu will say this time around Opeso end the fight, by taking the whole Palestine.
Hey.
So there will not be any Palestine. And that is what he's doing now. Not surprisingly, United States of America, since Second World War, now a country, a Muslim organization, a quote to say Boko Haram, a quote to say Al Qaeda, a quote to say ISIS, were moving the biggest arsenals, the biggest your friend is the vessels, war vessels, at the Akwa region, 6 of them. Now, what do you call 6 or what do you call region? China to say free waters or they need the Abba. Turkey to or call. Country be on Superman, you also in support. What kind of region and upper Abra who Ukraine you are, I won't even solve here. And then a buyer, your friend saying, Putin. Any Sarkozy, etna se ankombe agreement. Now Boris Johnson, I'm sorry to say, but them nino, call her say ma man in signing. Russia ko bepemne. Again a American Timin Kase, only American to tell Israel say recognize the Palestine flag and say a country or form. Yeah, say up meli letter. Ede koma obi o Palestine there. Che eko Israel no moji. No mo tia no ready and sign ye de akoma wom in the 21st century.
Abba.
Country be na yesa. Country be na yesa. Say eniema hwe enuane ankofo so do moko. Road na no mo de ko fa Egypt. From Egypt border entering West Bank, echo a year friend is Palestine. Israel say road ni nyina. Because Palestine will need airport. Palestine only your friend is only seaport. And to be no be baba see Egypt no ma drive. Wako say road and bridges na ho nyina. What kind of impunity is this? We are also only individual Hamas. Hamas organization the members in 1,000. And the nipa 1,000 who now share kum nipa 2 millions from 1948 bepem no mokumo wa bepem ne. Odo so che. Na hwa na wo kese Togo beka che Ghana say Ghana wo ho. The person beka so your country. And na nkazisi ya kase nkiye and Togo slaves and you Cote d'Ivoire slaves. Is that the way that the world should function? Jamaica population yes say. Cuba population yes say. Haiti the population yes say. Trinidad and Tobago the population say. Barbados the population yes say. Turks and Caicos almost 10,000 in so a country. Argentina will be only more than 4 million or those which Israel also on prime in your country. What you say mo se bida? E dem pa na mo pe wo mo ho a o so wo mpe bibia o so de wo do o jiwtum se wo Israel wo ye state. Me so say from Palestine ye state. Wo se there be wo ni passport. What you bida? Mo na mo decide when na bitima tu kwan.
Yeah.
Into so betu kwan na se onye government official. Kire wo fa form na bi owura Egypt. Enye sa wo ni airport offer. Wo so won recognize passport to crown a criminal passport. What be that? Yes, Arafat. How different is he? Israel force or a criminal, no a rebel or a den. Is that the same thing now where the branding as a Mandela as a freedom fighter ANC? ANC was a rebel to say a say a Hamas. The same thing as SWAPO, West Africa organization of people of Africans, your friends are SWAPO, Sam Lujuma, Omanka so a rebel. Omanka say your friend is a Patrice Lumumba or a rebel. Omanko says who Kenyatta or a rebel. And to be a best sorry be as one to defending in call for liberation. More also someone said the UN Charter allows there is something called self-determination. It's a culture, it's a race, it's a religion, it's an economic community. Be no fee say or maybe no money and superpower be in ultimate. That charter is there. Yampe pano. It didn't happen so force to say, oh, no woman Jewish passport, or no man in your Jew, no, so man your Palestinian to Omunya day. Yet to Omunya day.
And only ask them no.